So day 13 of trying to grow a completely new offer and scale our agency up as quickly as possible. The last week, in just complete honesty, it sucked. It's been really tough. Nothing we've tried's worked. Had some issues with existing clients that we were unable to resolve, just differences of opinions, and yeah, it's just been a real big grind, to be honest. I've really struggled with it, but feeling good, feeling fresh-ish. All I can do is just keep plowing through, really. Pretty good morning so far. We have one client that I'm about to jump on a call with who we've already onboarded since we've been tracking kind of the journey of growing this. So that's been exciting. It's been good. She's a really cool person. Easy to talk to, easy to get along with. So it makes it much easier. But she has a marketing plan that we're about to discuss in a minute. She hasn't actually filled it out yet. But I've actually just spent the morning kind of redoing one of the templates that I always use, because I think what she's got compared to what she probably needs is a little bit basic. So this is her one at the moment, where it's just on a Google Doc, and yeah, there's obviously no content in there yet because she's just about to launch the brand. But then this is the one that I'm going to suggest that she works with, and this is just a template that I use for every offer, every brand. It's got all of the key dates along the top, so all the dates along here. We can put in the seasons like summer, spring, autumn, whatever. We can put the themes, giveaways, focuses. Now, for a brand that's just starting out, a lot of this is unnecessary and it's over the top, but it's always easier to delete things that you don't need. So, you know, she's not going to be doing any LinkedIn marketing or any Strava pushes. There's no need for things like that. Like new product listings isn't relevant at the moment. So all these things that she doesn't need, we'll delete them. So it's easy to understand. But it's better to have everything there that you could possibly ever need. And it's in a much easier to flow along kind of format. So she can scroll across the months. She can see what she's got coming up for the next 2 to 3 months. She can hide the month once it's already been, or the week if she wants to do it. She's got places to put her stories, because there are so many moving parts, and I want to make sure she can keep on top of everything that she needs to. So I'll present this in the meeting shortly. Hopefully she likes it. Hopefully it makes sense, and talk through it. And then we've got to talk through just around the organic strategy for the brand launch as well, because it's really important. She's got quite a big following, but she hasn't actually utilized it yet in the lead up to launching the brand, because it's a completely new product that she doesn't want anyone to know about, which is cool. But once she does actually launch the brand, we need to really utilize and leverage her existing audience. So that'll be a big part of our conversation today. After that, agency side, I'm going to work on more personal brand organic stuff. I think that's really important. And I'm slowly starting to see the benefits of it. Again, haven't seen crazy growths yet, but I was looking before, reached 23,000 accounts on Instagram in the last 30 days, which is awesome. Much more than I probably ever have. So yeah, I think the consistent daily posting is really working. LinkedIn is a slower burn, hasn't really taken off yet, but I'm sure it will. I'm certain of it. But yeah, might just go and get out of the house now, grab a quick coffee, and then jump in this meeting and get into it.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
That's good.
My supplier's like, no, we don't need to do that. And I'm just like not willing to take the risk.
Nah, definitely don't do that, because it'll get to like, even if they get it shipped, it'll come unstuck somewhere. Like it'll get stuck at a border check, or
I know.
customs will delete a lot of stuff. But if you wanted to, you can set something out like this. So we break it out into social media, obviously, website, email marketing, digital marketing. Now these can obviously change. As I said, it's just a template, and we can cut things out. But it's just a bit easier to digest them, because the process is you want to work in kind of 3 month blocks. So what we would do is we would set all of September up, all of October up. You know, we can do 2 months for now just because we don't need to get too far ahead of ourselves. Big on like going broader in terms of like micro influencers and like getting mass market appeal, more so than focusing on trying to get, you know, one big influencer. I just think there's no benefit to that.
Yeah, I agree.
And anyone can, you know, see right through it. Like the minute you give some influencer that does not care about the product that they're shooting, they're just doing it for a paycheck. It's such an easy thing to see through. And the whole, anytime someone gets an ad like that now, they just flick away from it. Like, so authenticity is probably the biggest thing that you'll find will cut through the noise with a new brand like this. Push. So like, let's try and push people to, the higher we can make people spend on the first purchase, the better. Because again, it all just comes back to, we don't want to be losing $40, $50 every sale, and hoping they come back, because a lot of people will churn. They just, you know, it'll be too expensive for them. They might not like the product, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It is an unknown in terms of will people repurchase. So the less damage we can do and the more they can spend on the front end, the better. And that's the goal. So what? Alright, so that went pretty well. Obviously really happy with the marketing calendar template that I built out for us. So will be very useful. Lots to get through for this product launch. It's actually really exciting. I'm really excited to launch this with I don't normally work with pre-revenue brands, but all is well on that front. That's kind of why we took the opportunity with this. But yeah, that's it. Just about to call Jackson, see what he wants.
You know, booking here or there, and just have to make the most of it.
Yeah.
But all of our retargeting ads, like all of our bookings are coming through retargeting.
Yeah, we haven't had a single booking from cold audiences
In a while.
like 30 days. Like last 30 days. I looked at it the other day.
Yeah, but it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's like, how long do I have to spend money on ads to get a client, and can I afford to sustain that type of spend?
Yeah. I've just been editing a couple of thumbnails and more YouTube videos. It's obviously taking a lot of my time at the moment, so I'm trying to do it as quickly as possible. And I know I've already spoken about this, but I actually just wanted to go over it again on like how good using Canva is and how easy it is and quickly you can turn things around, instead of just waiting for a designer or stressing over trying to learn Photoshop. Like, these platforms are so intuitive now and so easy to use that it literally takes 2 minutes to even create a thumbnail. So I'll just show you the process of how I do it extremely quickly. They're obviously not the most amazing thumbnails and they're not overly designed, but this is what suits me at the moment. This is the theme that I'm going for. So I'll show you how I do it, and then you can go from there. But essentially I'll get a screenshot of one of the videos, like a keyframe that I want to use. I'll pull it onto Canva. I'll then just go edit image, magic grab. I'll grab me, obviously, because I want to highlight myself and I want to blur the background out. Wait for that to load. So now I've got myself here as a separate figure. You can see that. This would have been so much harder once upon a time with Photoshop. I'll go back to my main image because I actually want to blur the background a little bit. So I'll go here, straight to blur, whole image, turn the blur up a little bit to 24, about that. And then I will edit myself. So I'll just go adjust. I want to bring the brightness right up. Probably make myself a little bit bigger, just so I'm right in frame there. We want to turn the contrast down a little bit. Highlights, just play around with those to see what looks better. I think the brightness needs to come right up. Shadows, will drop them a little bit. And then the whites, because I'm wearing a white t-shirt, if we can brighten the whites up, I think that's cool. Temperature, maybe just change the skin a little bit. Nope. Anyway, this is not perfect, obviously, but it's more just a demonstration. Copy and paste the text that I've been using. I've already got the same color. I'll just drop it back a layer. Oops. So we drop it, send backward once. So if I wanted to say day 5, day 10, whatever it may be, chuck that in there. So this is the thumbnail I did for day 5. So if I just did it like that, and that's how I created it in the space of like 2 minutes. So yeah, obviously it's not a finished product, but the ease at which you can create something and turn it out, and this goes for ads, this goes for thumbnails, this goes for anything really. We have such amazing tools at our disposal now that there is really no excuse as to just playing around with it, watching YouTube videos. Like, I'm completely self-taught and I still have no idea what I'm doing, but just through repetition and through watching YouTube videos, TikToks, and how to play around with Canva and trial and error, you know, I'm able to spit something out that once upon a time I never would have even dreamed of doing. So yeah, big ups to Canva, and use whatever works for you, but I just use Canva because I find it so easy to use, and Photoshop's a bit too intense for me. So I'm just working through this client's onboarding document at the moment in terms of understanding what they've done previously, understanding where we want to take the brand, and how we're actually going to grow it for them. And something that I noticed, and I have seen it come up a lot, is people get really stuck on what their competitors are doing and not branching outside of that to take inspiration for their content, and they just copy what's working maybe for their competitors, but they don't really take any other opportunities to find really creative ideas or content in other niches. So I actually just found the best example I think of just then, in terms of this client is in like the tattoo industry, and they sell like tattoo products, but there's no one in that industry that's actually explaining the products they use really well. There's no behind the scenes of products they use. There's no behind the scenes content of how they tattoo. There's no education around it. And I know for a fact that other tattoo artists would like to see that, especially from famous tattoo artists, and especially from guys with big followings. Even if it's people that are just enthusiasts of tattoos, like I would probably stop and watch it as well and understand why they use a certain ink, or why they use a certain tattooing machine. So what I've actually done is with this client is I couldn't find any examples of, hey, this is the kind of content you would do, but I know that another niche that does this really well is golfers, and they all create these what's in the bag videos, and everyone loves to know who's playing with what clubs, and everyone loves to know why they choose those clubs or what model they're playing. So all I've done is just taken an example of that, screenshotted it. Like, I've got Grant Horvat here, who's a famous YouTube golfer, and just taken his video and just plugged it into here so that I can present this to our client and be like, hey, look, here's an example of an ad that I want you to create. This is why I want you to create it. This is the industry that does it really well. And hopefully that can just allows him to resonate with what I'm trying to get at, and the messaging I'm trying to... What is that sound? And the messaging that I'm trying to get across for him as well. So another little good lesson in there is don't just stay in your lane in terms of content creation ideas. Look outside for other industries, look outside for other niches that do things really well. And yeah, cruisy 6Ks to finish the day. Actually pretty good day today. Feeling good, feeling refreshed.
Got lots of work done, so yeah, pretty happy with how things played out today. We've just launched a whole new bunch of ads again that I've been working on, published it to the longer landing page that I've been working on, so I'm pretty keen to see how these go. Just about to jump in the shower now and then go to dinner with Dad, so it'd be nice to hang out with him while he's here for work. And yeah, I think I'm going to spend the night just trying to get on top of these YouTube edits as well after dinner, so they're slowly but very quickly creeping away from me. So yeah, that's pretty much it.